Welcome to the part 2 of CESAFI Esports League Live, our interviews with the coordinators of different universities. I'm Lay, and this is Kim, your host for today. And you mentioned kanina sa part 1 na gusto niyo yung inclusivity, di ba, mas lalong lumawak, ganun, dadagdagan ng female players. Actually, merong player from Southwestern University PHINMA. Actually, star player siya ng exhibition game, La Señora. And gaano importante inclusivity pagdating sa esports, no? Kasi 'di ba kunyari, let's say physical sports, usually hindi talaga pwede pagsama yung boys and girls, no? Kasi iba-iba talaga yung strength. So, paano yun nagawa yun yung i-include yung ganung mga klaseng difficulties?
Because for us, especially in Southwest, we're really open to to talents, to skills. We're not just looking on the person itself when it comes to their gender or sexuality. So if you get the skill, if you get the talent, then you're in. Especially if you get the character, because yung importante, marunong ka makibagay sa yung mga kasama, sa yung mga teammates, because baliwala rin yung tinatawag natin na skill sets mo if you don't know how to build up rapport with your teammates, because that's very important since this is a team game. So it's not individual. So we need to have really a good rapport with your team, and that's it. We are really giving importance to what an individual can give in the team. It's not just like who you are, but what can you give to the team. That's it.
Thank you so much for that. Actually, gustong-gusto ko talaga yun kasi ang daming importance pagdating sa inclusivity, masala na sa ganitong klaseng field. Right, Kim?
Yes, that's right. And aside from inclusivity problems, my problem is that the team coordinators and team captains also mentioned during the preparation stage that their problems was in terms of the students' time in managing, in terms of balancing their studies and also preparing for the game. So is that still the problem right now, especially that December and January are the finals week for the students? So do you encounter problems like that even until now? So I'm gonna ask this to Aaron from UPC.
Yeah, in the University of the Philippines, recently we had our exams, and now it's much more harder to balance both esports and your academics. But one thing that we made sure is to not leave things in a bad note in a team, and we prioritize communication and decision as a team, and not yung solo-solo lang, tapos yung isa mag-ghosting. I-approach ko talaga siya. So, even as the new year starts, we can start strong and develop as one instead of solo.
Actually, I love that, Aaron. Coming from a university na kilala talaga yung background nila when it comes to academics, no? Na like, laging unquestionable talaga sila, no? Like, they'll always be like on top of the list pagdating sa buong Pilipinas. And you also, Lane, actually student ka rin sa USJR, right? So, how's life na binabalance mo yung academics mo and kasama na rin yung esports?
Actually, it's like pretty tough for me to somehow balance, but if you really have like the passion to enter esports, kasi hindi lang kasi siya basta-basta lang, hindi lang siya pure games, hindi lang siya na, ay, gusto ko maglaro, ganito na lang, katas ganito, ganyan. For me, actually, like, I am currently the president for Jaguars Esports. At the same time, full-time Bachelor of Science in Accountancy na student, which is like very, very hard for me. But since ginusto ko to, and this is like really my passion, and I am truly like an esports advocate. I'm actually like trying my best to somehow balance everything. Although there are times na parang feel ko nafo-focus ako sa isa, parang hindi ko nafo-focus ng ganito. I always like somehow self-reflect chine-check ko kung saang part ba ako feel ko na parang nagkulang ako sa time, na parang hindi ko ginagawa ng paraan or something. So actually it's pretty tough if you do not have like parang lakas ng loob actually, kasi for me parang needed talaga, especially if you are like handling a big organization, an esports organization actually. Parang iba pa yung tingin ng mga estudyante sa'yo, sasabihin nila esports lang naman yan 'di ba? But ayun, we are striving actually in our school. At the same time, I'm actually striving as an accountancy student. Pero ayun lang, laban lang. Malapit na gagraduate, please lang. Thank you. Sure, dos lang po.
So that's really great to hear though, that our team coordinators are really doing well in terms of managing their studies and also handling esports team. But can I ask from CIT-U, how do you encourage your team, especially on these times na parang they might have problems in school and they need to balance out their responsibilities also of being in the team in esports. So what's your message to them, or the encouraging push that you tell them always?
So I think that esports is already a profession for them. So all I can say is that they should have that work-life balance. They need to be committed when it comes to what they are signing in. So they joined they joined the esports, and then they have their schools activities. So when it comes to a decision, for me as a faculty, they need to prioritize their studies, no? So, but as a coordinator, I make sure that we in CIT, we have 9 players, man. So, I need to have that backup. If this student cannot attend, I have other players to participate as well. So if they are committed, they need those work life or kanang sports life balance.
Actually, that's very nice. Last week din, nagkaroon kami ng interview with the winning team, which is San Carlos, and their team captain, Ziki, actually mentioned na question rin kasi yun sa kanila, and he actually said na gusto rin niya maging civil engineer, and of course that's his dream, ganun. So first, like student pa rin siya, at least nagagawa na rin niya kung ano yung passion niya ngayon, and at the same time reaching for what he wants in his dream. So my question for San Carlos is everyone was actually alam mo yun, looking forward na makalaban kayo, 'di ba? Like every university. And in the first exhibition game, we were all shocked na nanalo yung Cobras. Ngayon, ano yung sa tingin yung mas pinaghandaan nyo pagdating sa game, and actually possibly having a match against the Cobras?
Honestly, with the MLBB team of University of San Carlos, matagal na silang as a team itself. I think since 2019 pa yung roster, and it really never changed. So they have the chemistry, the bonding na like friends and colleagues and whatever. Ano lang, yung pinaghahandaan siguro, ako rin na-shock din ako na natalo sila nung exhibition game eh. Kasi sa amin is like, this is our strongest team, pinakamalakas namin to. And then it came a shock na natalo kami sa Southwestern, which is not a big deal since marami na rin pinagdaanan yung players namin, ilang beses na kami natalo, so it's a learning process. So for expectations talaga, malaki talaga yung trust ko sa team namin. Since yun na nga, matagal na sila as a roster, so they have this bond chemistry, they know each other very well. So I have this trust sa players namin na kung ano mang problem na may encounter nila, either academically or in esports, they can do it by themselves because they're responsible enough. And it's always going back between academics and esports, malaki rin problem talaga between student players is their commitment to the role na student sila, and there is also an esports player. So for our players or like new recruits, we explicitly said to them na, are you okay with this type of life? How would you deal with your current academics? Ganito tinatanong namin sila, what if may laro ka this day tapos on the same day may finals exam ka? So what would you do? So we always encourage them to do their academics first because first of all, academics naman talaga yung reason na nag-enroll sila into college. But then if they have the passion and they're committed enough, they will find a way to balance both. So ayun, expectations, I have no expectation for the team because malaki talaga yung trust namin sa team namin. So, I don't even know, ginagawa nila ngayon is nagbo-VOD review sila, so ganun sila kasipag. Hindi ko talaga alam kung ano ginagawa nila ngayon since, and also their coach, magaling din yung coach nila since they have bonded well together. So, yun lang.
Actually, very well said. Actually, kaya nga tayo lahat nandito ngayon because of actually academics, no? We are all bond by academics na, like our universities are part of CESAFI and that's really nice.
So thank you so much for that answer. So this is a question for CIT-U and also for Southwest since they played the match for today. So parang, how did you prepare for this game na parang clean sweep talaga from 2-0 yung results for today, especially for Southwest that really showed their talents, especially during the exhibition game last November 27.
Siguro it's just a constant practice lang, constant team game practices lang because with regards to when it comes to the skill sets ng ng mga players namin, they already know what to do. They know their roles. They are aware of what to do in game. So what we just did is just to polish those skills through constant practices every night. So they do ranked games practices. Hindi nga kami nakapag screams ng mga teams. So it's just ranked game practices lang ginawa namin in order for us to to build up team coordination and of course to test our drafts, the combinations of different heroes that we can possibly use, and of course to increase the hero pool of each team member.
Ako pa. So, preparations. So, ano lang, batak. Batak lang ng batak. Practice, practice, practice. So, for us, I know that they are skillful players. But if there are, walang practice, wala talaga. So, I guess every night, practice sila na practice, though ranked games lang, pero at least, di ba, may pinaghahandaan.
Thank you so much for that, CIT and Southwestern. Actually, that concludes our part 2. And if you guys want to watch the part 3, please like, comment, and share. And see you on our next segment. Bye-bye!